Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. I'm just realizing, like, compositionally, this being a big, like, triangle basically, a face that's effectively pointing at my face is good, compositionally. But I still hate this up. Even if it's compositionally good, I still hate this up. Hope you guys are doing well, though. It's Thursday. Oh, good guts. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I went to sleep at 9:40 yesterday. For reference, I usually go and stream at 9:30. So that was nice. I'm still tired. I still want to sleep. I don't know why. Can't go back to sleep yet. I feel like, you know, when you, at least me, when I get a day or two, like, not getting enough sleep, and I don't catch up, which I never do, until, like, a weekend, it's not depression. It's, I never get better. Like, I never get that needed, like, extra sleep. And right now, I think it's because I went to sleep earlier, but I didn't put my eye mask on. And so in the morning, even before my alarm was going off, the sun was just waking me up already before I'm ready. So I think that's it. Yeah. I think that's the problem. It's the sun. Problem is always the sun. Hit it. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Devlog out today. Yay, it's the first of the month, which means it's rent payday. Hope you all paid your rent. Vampire usually gets tired during the day because of the sun. Yeah. Problem is, vampires usually get to sleep during the day, and I don't. So I don't think I'm a vampire. I think I only got the downsides of being a vampire without any of the upsides, basically. So I don't think I'm a vampire. Plans for today. Finish up the projectile affecting the ice meteor. And then we need to make sure that he transitions fine between the first one and the second one. And we get that all working. And then afterwards, we start working on the fire version of the meteor. I call it ice and fire, but fire one's going to be spawning a volcano that's going to then shoot projectiles around it. Which is not going to be a whole thing, but you know, we'll do it. So it seems like fun, so we'll do it. That's the plan. One thing I want to figure out is how do I love he just walks through it. He gives no shits about this. No, just, yeah. So that projectile needs to break it. And I think I can do it just on the crystal. I don't think I need to modify the projectile itself. Let's find out if I am right. Hey, Shastri, welcome in. How's it going? Doing well? I'm alright. I'm alright. Projectile overlap. So now on begin overlap, the chicken has tag boss. Did you watch the PCX stream on Unreal Engine's channel? yeah, I did. Leo and I had a little discussion. We were watching it together and chatting about it in the PCG Discussions channel as we were watching it. It wasn't very good. Is the short version of that. And I'm not saying the plugin. I'm not saying the plugin's not very good. But the tutorial, in quotes, wasn't very good. But once you start thinking of it more of like a comedy skit, it became funny. The presentation is hard. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hold on, I have a few. If I go to, again, nothing against like the topic or whatever. All my critique was with that. So, fun fact, my channel was linked in the chat, and my my video on PCG was linked in the chat. So I'm like, oh cool, free promotion for me. Near the end of the stream, the presenter, and I quote, "It will get more confusing in a second," which was great because it was already confusing. And shortly before that, he said, "Why does this have an error? I hope this works. Maybe there'll be another error." And look, if you just take those out of context and you assume that this is a comedy skit that's just surrounding Unreal, it is quite funny. And I started having a good time. Right? Because I was like, I tried to follow, like, it took 30 minutes before the first PCG EX node was even shown. And then the first node was a custom node. I don't know what the tutorial was, or if it wasn't supposed to be a tutorial. I'm not sure what it was for. The whole thing, personally. Like, part 2? Is there gonna be a second part to this? To that? I mean, personally, I don't understand the format in general of those things, because they're not talking with chat during it, really. They're not conversing. It's not a conversation. They're just doing something and then asking questions or answering questions. So why not just make it a nice edited video on the channel and then do a Q&A afterwards? That's what I would do personally. But, you know, who am I to tell people what to do? The presenter's blog is much better. I'm sure it is. Yeah, I'm not judging the presenter. I'm not judging his work. I'm not judging his game. I'm judging purely the stream and what I got out of it. Hey, Red Wolf, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What kind of game are you working on? A deck building, action RPG. What else? What else do I usually say? You know what? I answered that question so much. I need to make a button that just says. I can press the button that'll answer that question. That'd be so good. Here, I'll do a quick demo of it. I should do like a 15-second, like, recording of some gameplay, edited gameplay, of what I have so far, like whatever pointed this in, and then just say this is a deck building. You know, just give it like try to sell it. And then whenever someone asks me, I just press the button. I think that'd be hilarious. Oh yeah, why are these guys moving again? Look at this. We fixed this. That's right. I'm gonna. This is in the devlog too. We fixed this. We tested it. It was fixed. And now look at it. And now look at it. Look, what is this? Why are they moving? Why? It's just. Why is the corpse moving? PCGEX will come in a part 2 in the blog. I mean, PCGEX is a whole separate thing, so. PCGEX is great. It needs documentation. Artist level documentation. But in terms of like what it can do is great. Okay, let's do the projectile thing first. And then let's fix the death thing again. And hopefully it'll stay fixed again. So if the other actor get class, no, get class. If it is equal to projectile base class, BP projectile base. So I want to see if it can detect me a projectile, first of all. Should be. Projectile. Damn it. Projectile. Why won't he shoot the projectile? Shoot it. Shoot it. Wait. I hate this guy. To be fair, we haven't configured him to... Actually, no, he does have a shoot attack. I've seen him shoot. I don't know what the setting is for him to shoot with yet. There he goes. But that didn't print out anything. Shoot from here. Okay, so he shoots at close range. Fine. So it's saying false. Hold on. Let's just get the class name here. Just double check what it's even detecting. Maybe it's detecting. I need you to shoot me, and then I need to dodge. At close to. So it didn't do anything. DP. Oh, that's me. It's not detecting it at all. I told it to projectile overlap. Can I change real quick? Combat, range, 1500. Find cover distance we don't need. Should hopefully make it easier. Okay. Why? What I can do is instead do an interactable or like a boss interactable or boss ability, basically a blueprint interface. If we can't do it on overlap this way, which I'm not sure why. It's possible because the circle is not it's too far inside. Let's find out. By circle means sphere. No, it goes outside. It gets tracked right here. So theoretically, it should hit it. It should go inside the overlap. Oh, hold on. What is... I think I might know why. This is... World Dynamic. I probably am ignoring... The projectile is ignoring World Dynamic, I bet. And that's probably why. So let me actually bring this back. Let's go to the projectile. Okay. So if we look at this guy, collisions. Ignore character collision needs to be ignored. Room collision walls. So the main thing is, yeah, world dynamic is set to ignore. I'm gonna set it to block. So now, theoretically, should be. Okay, it didn't quite work. Why still don't work? Wait, not you. Begin overlap. Print string. It might be because I need to get instigator first, and then check for class. No, it's not triggering at all. Still. It said hello because of me. Oh, I got it. Oh, we got to reset. Never mind. Projectile back to overlap. I undid too much. Ah, there we go. Okay. So now it's correct here, and if we do this one, it should say match. False. It says false because it's not. It says false because it's not the exact class. It's a parent class, but I was hoping it would say yes, even though I'm trying to compare it against a parent class. Particle straight acids. Why is it getting that? Oh, hold on. Actually, well, no. So if I set it, checked it against specifically, particle straight acid. And then printed the compare. True. True. Okay. But the problem, I mean, is that a problem? This thing is designed to specifically work with this boss, but what if I didn't want to have it work specifically with this boss? I don't want to do it based on that specific projectile. I get parent clown actor and I try to print that. What does it give me? Nothing. It gives me nothing. I can check equal. What the hell would greater? Oh yeah, greater would not, can't do that. I'm like, what can greater equal do on a class? Nothing. I want to see if I print this for like 10 seconds, so I take a screenshot of it, what it prints, because maybe we do it by class to string. No, the name is exactly what it is. This is just the name of the object. Yeah. I could do a cast. I could just cast to it. Or does it have an interface right now? No. What is there an interface that I have that would fit this? Interactables, maybe. I can put interactables, and then I can do a new variable boss projectile interactable. And it's going to just return a true or false. Success. So then what we can do is on here, you can add the BPI interactable. Boss projectile interactable. So here we can do only actor, and then get or check has tag. I don't know if there is a difference between using either one. I'll be honest. Because basically, this is the one that's on the actor, but it comes from the BPI combat. So I don't know if there is a difference between using one versus the other. I just use the one on the actor because it's on the actor. So we check for if it is a boss, and we return if it has this. By default, if it's something else, it's just going to return false. So, with that in place, if it's false, we can do boss projectile interactable. Or you know what? Let's rename this to is boss projectile interactable. Is boss projectile interactable. The target is the other actor. If it's not, carry on. If it is, we'll do a little print string here. Oh, that's time.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Shoot me. Damn it, he hit me. Shoot me. Okay, it's Prince Hello. Awesome. I will be right back while ads are playing, so be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay. So we got the successful hello print. So now we need to do basically why are you matching this time, Guts? What's going on? This checks for boss actor. I need to do a can I do well, I guess I could do the same thing. The only thing I need to change is yeah, I think I can do a few things. So here on this guy, I'm going to add an input that is just going to say boss. Actually, projectile. And then here, I'll do a select based on whether it is a projectile. What was the value? 264. And then here we'll do a select. So projectile. If it's not, we're getting the boss actor. And if it is, I guess if I just, you know what? I don't need to do anything for the boss actor thing. Because we just say to the boss actor, it's just overlapped actor. And that means I can just use this earlier. I just said this at the very beginning. Which also means I can just start using this everywhere to clean up our stuff. Hey. That's a lot better. Okay. It's a little lower. This up a little. Okay. So now we're going to want to do I'm just realizing that I probably want it to happen when it explodes. I want the explosion to do this, not the hit itself. So I think I have this a little backwards. Or I just need another. Well, no, I have this, right? I have this. What do I need? What information do I need from the projectile? I need the explosion damage radius. Well, I need to also know when it explodes. I don't want to do it just on enter. So, really, the projectile should be the one that triggers this. I shouldn't be doing it from here. The projectile should be the one that triggers it. Okay. So in that case, what is this? This is world dynamic. That's fine. It can stay world dynamic. Instead of this, basically on destroy actor, right? Event destroy, event destroyed. I will need to make sure that I'm not overwriting this on these. Nope, I'm not overwriting on this. Good. Good. Am I doing it on these? Because I might be. Yes, so here we need to make sure add to call a parent function. It's a good thing I'm checking. Let's check all of these. Copy that so I can select it real quick. Good. I mean, this has literally nothing, so I think I'm good. The fact that it's telling me to open in a full blueprint window, that means that nothing has changed here. I can kill all of this and be fine. Hey, Destroyer, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Nothing excellent. This is nothing. This is nothing excellent. This is nothing. Good, good, excellent. Okay. Game's coming along. We just released a devlog today. Let's check it out. A new devlog got released today. I am happy with the update because we're doing bosses and some combat stuff and some other stuff as happened last time, but right now we're doing bosses, so I'm glad. So yeah, so here on event destroyed, trying to think, because I just need to do, I think, a sphere trace. Well, I guess I need to do a multi-sphere trace. it traces for characters here. Yeah, so I'll need to do it's fine. Get actor location. The radius is explosion damage radius. Trace channel is interactable. Which means we actually can also ignore the world dynamic again. Actually, actors to ignore nothing. Our stuff is fine. Then, assuming we hit something, for each loop, I guess I don't need to do a check here because if it's nothing in here, it'll just complete with doing nothing. So, yeah, I don't think we need to do that. Break. The hit actor now needs to do an interact. Well, this is the wrong interact, right? So now we need to do like an enemy ability interact. Enemy interact. We also only want to do this, all of this, if the Oni actor check hashtag if it is a boss. Well, no, actually, no, I don't. I don't want to check this here. Because I want to do this for everyone. The difference is this enemy interact. I want to add an input of BP enemy. And then I can check myself later on. Wherever I need to. Oh, this is a BP character. That's fine. Change this to BP character base. Yeah, because the player can also be the one that does it. So now in the ice cage here, BPI interactables, enemy interact. Check hashtag. Oh, you know what else I need? I need a few other things. I need to know its position. Yeah, let's make this a little more specific. Instead of interact, keep enemy projectile interact. Which means we'll need to know the location. And we'll need to know the radius. Yeah. Send that all through. So now, excellent. So we check if it has the boss tag. If it does, then we need to check. Then we need to do this. So, how do we want to do this? Probably we want to then, if it's true, set him as the overlapped actor. And then in here, we need to do a few things. I need to input a radius in here. So let's add a new input here, radius. We'll make it default to 275. So that way it's in the same value. And so now I just need to do I just need this guy here. And I just do one of you projectile radius. Well, I guess I don't need the location because the location is... Oh, no, I do need the location. Because location is of the enemy, not of its location. So... Yep. Select here as well. Based on whether it's a projectile. If it is false, it does overlap actor. If it is true... then we get another input location. Something like this. So now we can put location, location, and radius into radius. And theoretically, this should now work. Theoretically. Oh my god, that was so good. Shoot me again, shoot me again. I think I need to increase the radius. Yeah, I need to increase the radius. But see if I multiply it by 2. But it broke the one crystal. Oh my god, that's okay. Maybe not 2. Oh, although that's pretty good. Yeah, 2 is way too big. Why did it fail before? Let's do 1.5. I don't know why it failed before, considering how big that area was. Like, that's pretty good. Yay! His projectiles now can destroy things. Okay. Let me... I'm gonna make the destruction happen even more random. 30 and then 45. I want it even more random when those things get destroyed, because I don't want them triggering at the same time, basically. Should be. Should be. See, what? Why did it not get destroyed there? Why is it getting destroyed there? Is it hitting me? But I'm dashing out of the way? No. Why did it not get destroyed when it was there? See, that one worked. That worked. I feel like sometimes it doesn't break. Of course it breaks right as I... Work. It works except when it doesn't. Basically. It works except when it doesn't. Okay. Okay. I think it's working. Except when it doesn't. But if we figure out why, then great. Okay. So, assuming that that's working, the next thing to do is to make sure that he transitions properly. Because right now we're just having him in quote-unquote phase 2. We want him to transition when he gets to below a certain health. Yeah, but below a certain health. So, not here. You. Here we go. After damage taken. So this is what we need to modify. Here we go. I'll probably grab the version from the spider. So we just need to do this. Create variable, create variable. I don't think he has a phase 4, right? He only has 3? Yeah, he only has 3. So the phase 4 health we don't need. Okay, just some clean up here. Okay, so phase 2 will be at 66%, a third of the way down, and phase 3 will be at 33%. Well, no, because that would put him all at a third. But we want phase 1 because he has the damage reduction to be smaller. So let's make it 20%. Which means 80. And then 40%. So it'll be 20, 40, 40.
Ads
for
are
now.
here. Pausing for ads.
That seems like a decent breakdown. Yeah, I don't need to do anything after this. I'm just setting the gameplay tag. Gonna do something to just make it a little bit cleaner for no reason other than that. There we go, done. That's it. Just slightly cleans it up. Just nothing else. Yay! Yeah. I will say, now that I'm streaming more, I'm waking up more for some reason. You guys are giving me energy. Maybe it's because of what I was doing at work that I was just that tired. Not because it was difficult, but because it wasn't fun. And this is fun. So I'm having, I'm having more energy. It's very possible. Let's come here. So, we need to remove. Oh, not here. Here. Gameplay test. Remove phase 2. You're here. You're just focused. You don't know what I just said. Don't worry. No one does. No one ever does. What I don't even know what I'm saying. Let's be honest here. Okay, that's wrong. Step 1, already wrong. Good start. this right here needs to do a check check hashtag phase 2. And if it does, then we do this. See, this is why we do the tests. Okay, good. So now if I hit him, I do almost no damage. But if I wait 30 seconds, I'll eventually get to I need you to there we go. Now he's been hit, so now he takes 6 damage, considerably more damage. I will say, he shouldn't be doing the projectile attack, but that's not what I'm testing right now. And melee. Can you do your meteor again so you can take more damage? Good. I'm not gonna wait another time. I'm just gonna get you down 10% or the 20%. If I don't die first. Theoretically, I'm dead. Good job, me. Oh. No, this is wrong. I said I'm gonna do this to clean this up, and I just realized, wait, no. That was stupid of me. Because this is 1, not 2. That's what happens when I do things during ads, when I'm not supposed to. I break things. I was like, it should have been a meteor. Why isn't he in the next phase? There we go. I got him to get hit right away, so at least immediately I can start doing more damage to him. Is the projectile somehow breaking inside of you because of that? I mean, it's fine. For this test, it's not what I'm testing, so... Okay. Now you take more damage. He should be above 20% down, so he should already be in phase 2. Now, he doesn't do anything different right now, but I want to see the meteor. No. Pretty sure that's beyond... I mean, that's definitely over 25%. Why? Do meteor. Meteor? Okay, what's going on? What's going on? Why isn't he gaining? if his health is below this and he's in current. Oh, wait. Obvious because I didn't set current phase to 1, did I? Here, by default. Because it's not 1 by default. I should change it to here. Wait, where is it? Oh no, I set it as a variable, that's right. But I just didn't set the default to 1. I need to just figure out how to get around the projectile issues. If I spot it... I guess I just need to make it so he can't hit the owner. And then I just spawn it forward enough. Jump me. That was terrible. That was, I got hit hard. Okay, so stand here and he won't hit me. Slowly transition. He'll have more health, by the way, later on. Of course. I have a 2,000 health. He'll have 5,000 times the floor difficulty, which is just even more. Okay, so now the next meteor hopefully will be correct. Yes! Excellent! So now he's gonna do the phase 2 meteor. Excellent! We got him. So there is no, like... You know what we can do? What if I tint him? What if I tint him blue and red? Like he becomes more icy. Good, yeah. I'll make him red, blue, and white. America. Good thinking, Guts. But really, though, if I go to the viewport, let's just double check that it works. I'd want to do what? I mean... He's kind of icy. So here's too green. Here's like too blue, but somewhere around here, probably so I can't desaturate it easily. But we can play with this. So what we can do is here. We can make a new custom event. Fade to blue. Or fade sprite to blue. And I want to interpt 2. That's the one. F interp 2 constant. It's gonna go between 0 and 1. Get delta. Get time. Game time in seconds. I wish this wasn't called game time in seconds. I was called delta time, like, you know, in every other location, or something else. Wish we were consistent, basically. Speed, let's say 100. So what we want to is... Oh, this needs to be on tick. I just remembered this has to be on tick. So what we want to do is sprite, set sprite color. Can I do a lerp? Linear color. Oh, hell yeah. That's what I wanted. So still want to do a custom event. Transition color. I want to get the sprite. Get color. Current sprite color. I won't worry about transitioning between multiple, but current sprite color goes to and I also need to turn on making a variable. Let's do this. Transition color, or I guess this is a enable transition color. But obviously I don't want tick to do something always. So we're just going to do based off of its if it's enabled. And then we're going to check if this is equal to this. That is not the same color. If now these are going to be the same, then we just say enable transition color to be off. So that way it stops doing the transition. So otherwise it's just going to continue on doing event tick. I mean, I'll still do event tick of a check, but at least it's not much. And before I forget, because I was just about to, transition color. Okay. Did I get him? Did I clip him? Yeah, I clicked him. The fact that this is safe is bad. Okay, did I get my lerp backwards? Which is very possible. Oh, wait, no. Current, I need to, I need to set the current. So if I promote this to a variable, current, transition, value. So we'll get reset. So obviously you know where it is to know where it's gonna go. Okay, to make my life a little more sane, let's go to my weapons. Did I not move these to an old folder? I could have sworn I made an old folder and I cleaned this up. Am I losing my memory? Is that what's happening? There we go. Okay, he immediately turned. Did I get the alert backwards? Oh, you know what it could be also? This could be the the interp speed. It could also be the interp speed. Yeah, it was the interp speed. There we go. Just... Okay. Let's pick a bit better color though for him. So I can't make it brighter than this. I could desaturate him as well, but I don't want to desaturate him. Hey, holy crap, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Because he's yellow and I put blue on top of him, he turns to green. Problem is he's yellow underneath. That's the problem. He's yellow underneath. If I make it brighter, he turns back to, yeah, it's the same thing. I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. Let's put this back to where it was, or to what I just did. And we'll keep the transition as it is. Boink. Yeah, now he's transitioned. So now we know. Okay. I guess let's set it up to also go red in phase 3 because we might as well. We might as well do that now. So we'll do transition color. We'll get the current color. And then it'll enable it, which will do the transition again. But here, I want to transition to something else. So what we can do is this. Check hashtag. Why is it getting this one? Check hashtag. This one, please. Check if you have phase 3. And then we can do a select here. So if it's false, it'll be this color. And if it's true, it'll be this color. Should be simple enough. Let's find out if it works. Okay. So now once he's pretty low down, he should transition to being red. He didn't transition. Why he no transition? Oh, because not you. Current phase. Increment. Because I forgot to increment the phase. That's why. Okay, there's the phase 2. Yeah. Did he transition back to being default first? I mean, this is fine. I think he's a little too red. Let's mess with that. Let's, you know, change that. But I think I want more like orange here. Yes, excellent. Excellent. He'll still be, I mean, he's yellow orange right now, but he'll be more red. I can tweak it if I don't like it right now. A second. Yeah, no, that's good.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Yay! It works. I am glad it works. Next thing we'll need to do is fix the damn death thing. Okay. Okay. Death. We want to look at death. I say death because these guys aren't dying properly. I mean, okay, now they are. If these guys are. Is it only a few enemies? Is it specific enemies? Okay, it's specific enemies. Okay. That is helpful. So it's probably the ones I can chase that have this problem. Although you guys also had this problem, didn't you? You have this problem, but that makes sense because again, same thing as the chase thing. Oh, is it only the ones with the chasing? So that means you will have the problem. And you will not. Okay. That is good information. I thought it was everything, but no, it's not everything. It's specific ones. Okay. We can work with that. I know where to look. It's right here at the start. Now, let's go to the testing area. So what I want to do is go to here. So we want to look at Zorla here. We're gonna also need to open up the Flying Eye. I think those are the two that escape. Oh, and I think Ember Tooth too, but only at certain percentages. I think because he killed him so fast, he didn't trigger. I think that's the one thing. But it's wait. This find cover group. Enter conditions. Is not checking for death. Go to death. Required event. Status defeated. But if they were already here, it doesn't put them into death. Okay. So this is critical. First of all, let's make sure that the transition into death is critical. Not you. Critical. Okay. Next thing is we want to have this transition to death also here. Transition to death. No conditions is just an event. Transition to death. Okay. So that should help that. So if he ever is in the running away stage, he should never do that. I should go to death. So I think that's honestly that's it. Potentially. Let's see if any one of them dares to run away from me this time. Upon dying. Oh, these are still good. Where's Zorla? Where's the Flying Eye? No, why are you still moving away from me? Son of a bitch. Why? Okay, where's Zorla? I just need to check Zorla. Alright, Zorla. Do you still also... Oh yeah, you totally still move. Why? What? Why? But why? I am sending a stage 3 event defeated. It is being sent. on event. Status defeated. Transition to death. Priority critical. Because if it's not here, it's there, and I'm putting on the root of both. I could give it an enter condition, but I feel like I shouldn't need to. I should just... This is on tick. But even then... Even then, it should transition out. What if I add the transition on this as well? We'll add it on the fine cover as well. I don't think I should need to do this. But I don't know why it ain't working. There we go. You guys. No, why are you... Why are you still doing stuff? Okay. Testing level. Characters, enemy, you're going bye-bye for now. You. Let's have a little chat. Let's have a little chat. Let's have a little chat here. Try to root. Idle group, no. Race, no, no. Chase player group, no. Combat, yes. Moving around, yeah. Tries range attack. Where is it getting the... Hmm? Go to cover. This go to cover should never happen. Why is my... It goes from there, from here to here. But why? Flow compare. Is it here they need to check it? Try enter root. Could not trigger completion transition. Jump back to root state. It's fine. What? So what's going on here? It goes from combat to find cover. But I don't understand why it's not transitioning. It's that it doesn't even show it here. Are you overwriting? No, you're not overwriting any death stuff. Let's do a little print string and see if it triggers. It does. Okay, what if I... See, I can't just do a check to see if I can't enter it, then go to death. Because what if it fails for whatever, some other reason? Unless the only check is for death. Enter condition. Hashtag. Invert. The container is from the actor gameplay tags. The tag is defeated. As long as it doesn't have this, it'll do it. Okay. Well, that does it. I don't know why I need to, because the other ones work fine. But I guess it's fine. That's fine. Paste. Hashtag paste. I'm so glad I can just select variables just from the actor, just right in here. It's so convenient, I will say. So theoretically now, if we go back to the hub and play, none of them should have this problem. Yeah, you're not running away now, huh? Good. They stay dead. Oh, he went 10x damage. I couldn't one-shot him with a basic attack. Zorla? Excellent. They're not running away. Yay. No one's running away. They're just dead. Fantastic. so we're good. Why? Where? What? This is on BP circle. Yeah, only do it if it is valid. Thank you. Why am I doing destroy component? I mean, I could just hide it instead of destroying it. I don't know why I destroy it. I mean, it's fine, but it's fine. Let's close the stuff. We're good. Let's return our weapon back to being not overpowered. Okay. And we go back to our little testing area. You're going bye-bye. It was nice knowing you. There's our buddy. He's back. Okay. So, let's tweak his... Before we go to phase 3, which is the volcano phase. I guess, you know what? I should check if there's a free volcano I can use on Fab or something. Why is it not loading at all? Good job, Fab. Thanks, Fab. There it is. I'm not logged in. Oh, there we go. Volcano. Price, free, thank you. And the only things that are free for a volcano are basically the Quicksil stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, I just want like a shitty volcano, like just has like the not even a realistic volcano shape. I wanted the unrealistic volcano shape. You know, these volcanoes, the completely unrealistic shape that you would make, or some people have made as a kid. I say you would make as a kid, but I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever made one. So why should I expect anyone else to have made one? This, the toy volcano, that's what I wanted. I mean, I guess it was too much to ask. What I could do, though, if you ever need models, by the way, and you don't need to have like good models, you're fine with like retopologizing. You're fine with having no materials. Let me introduce you to my cult, my 3D cult, also known as Cults 3D. It's for 3D printing, but occasionally I like to just go in here and just search for something and turn on free. And these are all meant for 3D printing. But if you have like an obscure thing that might look cool as a 3D print, maybe someone just made a 3D print of it. And of course, you need to. That's what I said. You're fine with retopologizing and has no materials. Yes. That's why I gave the caveats at the beginning. But I'm fine with retopologizing. Elder Ring, Praetor, right card? What is this? I was searching for Volcano. Why do I have this? They clearly didn't. I have questions, but you know what? Sure, if you want, you can get that print. It's free. I mean, for what? You know what? Open that up. I mean, honestly, good enough. I'm gonna check if there's anything better. I'm surprised I'm getting so many other weird stuff when I search for volcano, out of all things. I mean, I could also just go free volcano 3D model and probably check Sketchfab. To be honest here. Probably a better option. I'll be honest. I don't know why I didn't go to Sketchfab first, because I think Fab. I think Fab, and I think it's part of Sketchfab. I'm like, oh, I don't want to deal with anything. Ooh. And would it work for us? Probably wouldn't work. That one might. This one might. This one might. This one might. Let's see. It's low poly, which is completely fine with me. But question is it vertex paint? If it's vertex paint, that would be real nice. This one's nicer. This looks like melted cheese pizza on top of it, just masked out. Close that one. None of them are exactly what I would like, but I mean, that's asking for a lot for like an exact thing. So what we can do, which one would be the best? Probably not this one. Probably this one. If I take this one and then shrink it in and make it taller, maybe. It depends on what kind of model it is. Why didn't you log in? Why is it asking me to log in? I don't want to log in. Pretty sure you didn't need to log in before Fab took over. There we go. Download FBX. GLTF, what do I want? FBX is fine. Two minutes left on a 16.2 megabyte file. 3 minutes left on a 16.2. 4 minutes left. What is this? 5 minutes. What am I? $16.2 megabytes. 5 minutes left. What is this? Thanks, Fab. I appreciate it. Yeah, you're the best. Oh, how we all love Fab.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
That's time. So it's actually taking that long, by the way. It's not like, oh, no, it was a joke. It was probably pretending. No. It's legit that slow still. Thanks, Sketchfab. Thanks, Fab. You guys are so great. Cloud is expensive? I mean, then get Tifa or Barrett. Vincent's my favorite anyway. That joke is probably going to go over everyone's head. You start writing expensive with expensive. Oh, like you started putting an extra S there? The joke is, you said Cloud is expensive. Cloud is one of the main protagonists of Final Fantasy VII, which is why I gave you alternatives like Tifa, Barrett, or Vincent. So for cheaper options, hopefully, if Cloud's expensive, get a different one. But that probably went over everyone's head. I really like Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII. It's great. It was my very first Final Fantasy. It was also my very first large game. It wasn't my very first game, but it was definitely my very first actual RPG. Fun fact, before that, because I don't remember what my first game is, but I know before Final Fantasy VII, I somehow got myself a copy of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Like the very first Harry Potter game. And I still remember my computer was so shit that it would play it, but I didn't get very far into the game. And eventually there was like a place you need to go that was just a texture on a plane. It was a doorway. But I'm sure there was like something else hooked up to it, but basically whatever that was wouldn't load. So it was just a gray big rectangle. And that is where it told me to go. So I couldn't actually go continue the game because it wouldn't load. That was like on my very first computer. Eventually I got a long time later, I got a more powerful PC at one point or another. And then I remember the game. I was like, oh, I wonder if it actually loads. And I loaded it up and actually finished it. I remember it was a pretty fun game. I mean, at least for the time. I don't know how it would hold up these days. But I remember playing through like the entire Sorcerer's Stone on PC, and I was like, oh yeah, I had a nice time. Because it's old. When did it come out? Also, yeah, I haven't really played any Zelda games either. It's not my cup of tea. I tried Majora's Mask. I think it's the one. Yeah, I got bored, and then I got bored, and I started using a walkthrough to maybe like get past some stuff. Because it was like you can go like 20,000 ways. So I just wanted to like shorten it, and then I still got bored. After that, I was like, okay. I like stats and stuff. Yeah, Zelda's game loop is just not what I enjoy. This is Harry Potter and Sorcerer's Stone, PC. 2001. Yep. Look at Hermione. my PC, my first PC couldn't run this. But I mean, it was a fun game. I wish I could even see. Yeah. You had to make all these symbols and stuff as the spells. It was cool. Anyway. Tangent over. The thing's downloaded. Yay. Let's just take a look at it. Drexthrax. Fire meteor. Volcano. They changed this. The import for FBX has changed. In what, 5.5? Display only essentials pipeline properties. Filter on contents. Reset selected pipeline. Oh. Whatever. Bring it in. Just, why is the pivot there? Step 1. Please put pivot in correct location. Step 2. Please put pivot in correct location. Step 3. For the love of God, please put pivot in the correct location. What is this shit? This is Fong. Why did it make all this? I don't want all this. This is mess. Roughness. Normal. Color. And emission. Also known as missive. I mean, it's fine. It'll do. Let's be honest here. It'll do. So what we want to do though is go to the modeling section. Attributes. It's not here. It moved, right? Pivot moved. Edit pivot moved. Xform. So we want to do center, bottom, and then we want to rotate it. So it won't be at an angle. Turn off the angle snapping. I don't know why it's such a weird angle. I mean, that should be good enough. Let's find out. I mean, I eyeballed that pretty well. Do it a little bit better. I eyeballed that pretty well. The only thing is it's faceted to all hell. Is it faceted? Or is that just a shitty texture? I can't tell what it is that's wrong with it. If I gave it a basic material. It... Well, it's texturing problems. Because that looks odd. So it's not perfect. I disconnected the normal, if you're wondering what it is. The normal is extreme. Normal is absolutely extreme. Hey, Leah, welcome in. How's it going? I'm doing well. Looks like UVs are beyond fucked. Let's see what the UVs look like for this. Yeah, it doesn't seem great. It definitely does not seem great. I'll be honest. This is from Sketchfab. Looks like it gave up halfway. Yeah. Let's set like normal strength to like half. I should help a little bit. Doesn't really. It doesn't really. The geo's kind of just bad as well. What we could try doing is model mesh. I'm looking for normals. Attributes. Normals. For normal threshold. No. It's not faceting that's causing this. It's also not the... Oh, it is the base color. It is entirely the base color. Yeah, it's the base. Never mind. It's the base color that's causing that. Sketcher has been notorious for inconsistent quality. Oh yeah, I wasn't expecting to be good quality. I just wanted something. This way, you might be better off just using Blender to procedurally generate something 10 times better. What I think I'm gonna do is go to close all blueprints. Where's Fab? Fab mega scans. I mean, like, a different material just works better, right? UVs aside. I can just say screw it to the UVs and just give it a world position material and just set up something better. Was there a literal volcanic fall off material? Wait, what? Where? In Megascans? I don't think so. Quixel, publishers, Quixel, materials, volcanic. Yeah, there's a bunch of volcanic rocks, but I've looked through this so many times because I use the Icelandic stuff a lot. There's never been like a volcano, like lava type stuff. Like there's no like lava or anything of that sort. If you search lava, you just get not lava. Yeah, there's volcanic, there's Icelandic rocks that work pretty well. And there's also like it's not Icelandic. Is it Icelandic? Search volcano. I forgot what it's called. There's some good ones, yeah. And that's probably what I'll just use. I'll just use one of these. One of these will be fine, and then if I just make it a triplanar material or world align material, it'll get me the job done. World position offsets plus slope blend for this, and do a 3 material setup. I don't need a 3 material setup. I don't need. All I need to do. I mean, I don't even need that. This is like a temporary piece. So technically I could get away with this. Let's be realistic here. On screen, it'll be like this at worst. Right? This is fine. For a prototype, this is fine. Come out. They'll just do this. Whee! Yeah, it's all placeholder. I mean, technically, even he is a placeholder. I doubt I'll have them like. I'd want him as like a final thing. Even my character is a placeholder. Everything's a placeholder. Everything has an asterisk next to it. There's some free materials in Substance 3D Community 2. Probably. But this is fine. It doesn't look great, but it's fine. What I could do to make it a little more interesting is just make a few tweaks. First of all, let me just double check. Yeah, we probably want, we want sRGB on this. What we can do is do a cheap contrast RGB. Like 0.05 maybe. Right, already better. And then we could just do a multiply on the emission. Already better. It's called cheap because it's good performance compared to something else. What part? I already forgot what I said cheap to. What I say cheap to? Some nice lava samples on Subs 3D community. Oh, cheap contrast. Yeah, it's just because it is more performant. Yeah. It's literally called cheap contrast. Because you could also do contrast with the power node, right? That effectively will give you contrast. It's just more expensive to do with that node. Some people will tell you never use the power node. It is too expensive. I'd love to see anyone show me where the power node is the reason that something was not performing. Right? No one will ever show me that because it doesn't exist. So, but if I don't need to use it and cheap contrast does the job for me, then I'll use it, of course. But there are scenarios where I'm like, yeah, power is the way to go. Like if I have a here, I'll show you demonstration. If I have an exponential, radial exponential, right? If I have this, here, I'll actually do it. Right, so if I have this cheap contrast, will get me a different result. See, when I go increase the contrast, you see what it does, how it works. But if I do power instead, then 3, 4, 5. You see how power makes it so I retain the smooth transition, but it just gets smaller because that's what power does versus contrast. So in certain scenarios, you want power specifically. It's just, and tell you this thing is more contrasting. The darkest are so dark that they're turning black. That's why it looks like this. So it's contrasty, but it's different, right? So there's places where you'd want one versus another. So, but I don't believe in never using X. It's like, you know, to me, it's the same thing as people that say, don't use what's it called? Tick ever, right? No. There's plenty of things you can put on tick just fine. In fact, you can make your entire game run on tick if you wanted to. It's not advised, but you could. You can absolutely make a game runs on tick. It's so expensive, it increases your performance cost from 0.001 to 0.002. Technically speaking, that's a 100% increase. Yeah, literally double. Damn, yeah. User decide on what level of tinfoil hat you are. True. I will die on the hill of no tick. I challenge myself every time to not use tick when coding. I mean, that's a you thing, right? That is entirely a you thing. That's fine. Also, technically speaking, this is probably not. Yeah, this needs to be masks. This should be normal, right? Oh, this is not even a normal. Oh, there's the problem. This didn't even come in as a normal map. Why did this come in as a normal map? Well, there's the problem. Why did it not come in as a normal? Normally, it always comes in as a normal, just fine. Let's tweak some stuff now. Let's go back to the default. Oh yeah, my contrast at 6. That's why. We can put that back. We can put it back to where it was. It was just because of my demo. It was still at 6.05. Apply. Yeah. 0.07, not 0.7. There you go. There you go. So now what we can do is potentially put it back up. Now it's still not good, but it's definitely better. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it at 0.5. I'm keeping it at 0.5. I feel like some people also do the inverse of desaturation node. Yeah. Normally, because the saturate node is not saturation, because why would it be? Whenever I use the desaturation node, it's always a value, 1 minus, and then it becomes a saturation node. Now, that saturation assumes that this is still 0 to 1. Once you go above, right, this doesn't really work that well. But this is the normal way of doing a saturation, a 0 to 1 saturation. If you put this at 2, this becomes -1. I'm pretty sure. Because this just says 1 minus is literally 1 minus. So at 1, this becomes 0. At 0, it becomes 1. Anyway. You get the point. Yes, the math. The math. Does the math check out? I think I... What is going on here? Okay, Unreal. What is this? How am I supposed to read anything here? What? Also, I'm sorry for the flashbang. Also, bro, holy shit, that PCGX. Don't you mean the holy shit, the performance? Yeah, I had someone stop by earlier that said, yeah, the presentation was terrible. And also, I don't know if I can find it. Jen. I sort by... Oh, there's not that many. This is on the comments of the video. Cool plugin. Terrible presentation. I think everyone's in agreement about this one. What happened was, Gaguts, is just the presentation was really bad. That's all. Oh, did you see my stuff on?
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Yeah. Yeah, this is on Unreal Engine. Yeah, this is the. Yeah. This is Unreal Engine. Talking about PCGEX. This is the creator of PCGEX. But it just like it took 30 minutes before the first PCGEX node, and it was a custom node that the person made himself, not like part of the default. And basically, I didn't understand the point of this presentation, but eventually, like, I just started watching it, like, as a comedy skit, and then it became funny because, I mean, I posted about it in the discussions because I started quoting things because, like, it would get more confusing in a second. It was like one of the things they said, which was hilarious because it was really confusing. And then one of the one before that was just, why does this have an error? I hope this works. Maybe there'll be another error. And that was great. That cracked me up. And at some point, the presenter just said, like, this something should work somehow, or what? I think this works somehow. I think it was something along those lines, and I just get it. Once I stop watching it as like, oh, I'm trying to learn, it just becomes funny. Like, those things become funny, and I was like, okay. Now as a comedy, I was like, that was great. Like, I was working at the time, right? I was like, it was like on the side monitors, mostly listening and occasionally glancing over. So it was just funny. It was great. At the beginning, I was like trying to see like, oh, maybe I'll learn something about PCGX. No, I didn't. I didn't learn nothing. Man's had a masterclass of going off on a tangent and not actually doing the tutorial. Or the main procedure. Lol, XDD, that does not sound like me. I would never use XDD. Me, I don't know what is my Unreal doing. Epic. Mine is crazy too. I don't know, man. Oh, okay. Here, hold on. Leo took the best screenshot at one point. I was gonna share. Because during the presentation, this was the face that was... it was like, this was the face that Leo took a screenshot of all this happening, and there was like the sadness in her face. I don't know if it was actually sadness, but she's like, oh no. That's kind of what I feel like when I look at that. Yeah, so yeah, Tina looks as in pain as we all are, was the quote before. Yep. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. It was great. Yeah, because Leo was in chat, in the Discord chat, what was happening, and I was too. And I love this. Just it's like, brother, stop opening Blender to explain a goddamn Bezier curve. That was so good, Leo. Oh my god. he opened Blender. Yes. Again, at that point, I was just enjoying it as a comedy skit. It was hilarious. Good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, that was how that went. Plugin, fantastic. The presentation was top 10 Unreal streams. I think they've had more than 10. Contender for the year. Okay, maybe that. I don't know how many streams they had all year. How do I... Oh. That's how. I wanted to just scale it down by default. 21. Oh, 1 seems good. And then... Wait. No, wait. Why does this transform actually just transform it? No, I wanted to change the... Oh, hold on. Point 1. Bake transform. Yes. Ah, okay. That's why. Is PCGEX essentially what C++ is to blueprints? You need to bake it. Oh, that yeah. No, PCGEX is basically just adds on top of the current PCG stuff and adds a ton of functionality. The problem with it, and Tim said it even on stream, is documentation. Documentation is the biggest problem because the plugin is massive. And that's why very few people are using it right now. Because it is so huge and extremely complicated using new terminology. Is it stable? I haven't used it enough for me to tell you whether or not it's like stable in terms of crashing, but it's not stable in terms of updates. It is constantly getting updates, last I checked. So I wouldn't, let's put it this way, I wouldn't recommend it using it in a production setting. Like if you're at a studio, I would not recommend using PCGEX. Unless there's something there specific that you really need. And you don't plan to, like, you plan to get the version and not update it, kind of thing. But a PCG is beta. And it's no longer experimental, it's beta. Right? Pretty sure? Yeah, beta. Also, can I just... What is an interrupt? Why do we... Can I just ask, what is an interrupt? Define interrupt. It's a shortened form of the word interoperability, which refers to the ability of different systems, software, or devices to work together seamlessly. Okay. So this allows it to work with geometry script. This allows it to use external data. Niagara Water. The reason I have this on is because of a single node. The mesh sampler of PCG exists only in the geometry script interrupt. That's the only reason I even care about that node, pretty much. Or that plugin. If you know what I'm talking about, basically here. there's a mesh sampler node that you can plug in a static mesh, and then you can sample it like per triangle, per vertex, or Poisson sampling to get basically the surface area sampled of the mesh. And then you can do things like, you know, normal to density, filter by density to like get only the top stuff on your mesh, you know, etc., etc. But yeah, that node is one of my first BCG videos was on that node. Or because of that node, basically. Because just recently, someone commented on that tutorial. That's like, rip this in 5.5. I'm like, why rip? It still works. My guess is they didn't turn on the plugin, so they didn't find the node or something. I don't know. But yeah, nothing has changed for like all of that. If they move that plugin, or if they move that one node to the default one as a mesh sampler, just in the original, I would not need to turn on an extra full plugin for it. It'd be nice, but it is what it is. Yeah, I need to figure out how do I delay this attack. Rather, this attack. Because this attack will just trigger on a cooldown, but the cooldown does not start. What I could do, theoretically... No, if I added this cooldown to something else beforehand, that means it's entering it, and it would mess with it. So I wouldn't want to do it. How do I make it so the meteors don't trigger right away? Because I want I want the cooldown to only happen once. And again, it's not a big deal if he starts to combat with it, to be fair. I guess it's fine if he starts to combat with it. I would rather not. What I mean? So right now, if I start combat, he immediately does this attack first, and then the 30-second cooldown on that attack on the meteors starts. What I would like is for the very first thing that happens to not necessarily be that. Yes. So the first time he does it, he can do like, maybe he starts attacking or patrolling or going to me or, you know, whatever else. And then, we have the, you know. But I'm not sure of a good way of doing it. Can you move the cooldown of the skill to the meteor? The beginning of the graph. So the battle starts with a meteor and cooldown. No. I can make it a task. Then I can move it earlier. Maybe? problem is this is a conditional. But if I make it a task, I could trigger the task. Yeah, I could do this as a task. I have it trigger a cooldown. That might work. That might work. Can you move the cooldown? Meteors, assume you do the meteor, then 30 seconds. Yeah, that's exactly how it works. I was thinking of moving it earlier, but at the time I wasn't thinking about putting it on a task. If I put it on a task, that theoretically will work. Let's do, this is, empty cooldown, let's call it. So what we can do is on enter state, take all of this, copy it here. Oh, this is a local variable because it is a receive test conditional. Create a variable cooldown name that needs to be exposed. And cooldown time needs to be exposed. No, that's why I said if I make it a task, we can do it. So you and I are you're now thinking what I was thinking originally, which is why I didn't do it. But now I'm thinking another step ahead. And if I make it a task, which is what I'm doing now, then theoretically I can do it. We're about to find out. So if on root I add a task that's just say empty cooldown, and the empty cooldown will be, where's the cooldown here? Meteor attack. And it'll say 15 seconds. Now, it's not perfect. But look, he's not doing the meteor attack. There is still one problem with this. Oh, no, no, there is. Yeah, now 15 seconds later, he does it. So instead of on root... I need to do this. I guess. I'll need to figure out where do I place this, because I want him to the cooldown to start. When combat begins. But when he does that, he does the chasing. Oh, what I could do is put it here. And then... I can put the... on the chase, I can put the task. I see this being an issue as well, potentially. Because if the meteor attack is not on cooldown anymore, and he goes back to chasing, which he theoretically she shouldn't, he wouldn't be able to do it when chasing. I guess that's fine. He's not chasing. He's in the middle of combat right now, so. Yep, there he goes. Excellent. Okay. Yay! We did it. So now it has a 15-second cooldown, and if anything, if for whatever reason, the only time it could potentially delay the meteor attack is if you leave his range and he starts chasing you, and during the chase, the meteor attack was going to refresh, then it would again refresh. What I can do actually is only add it and not refresh it by doing this. There we go. So now it will only add it if it doesn't exist. But it will not refresh it with the 15. There we go. So now it won't mess with it. So it'll check that it'll find it. It'll say yes, it found it, so it doesn't do anything. But if it didn't find it, so the first time it does it, it'll be good. Yay! I did it! We did it! We did it! Yes, we did it! Let's double check that he still fires it 30 seconds later. He should, but let's just double check. Tomorrow we will do the start the fire one, and I want to actually rework his movement and all that. That'll probably come first, and then we'll start the there it is. I assume that was 30 seconds. It seemed like it was 30 seconds. This is a why is this not going down? Why is that not going down? Odd. Do I have a topic on this video already? Yeah, it's the it's going to be a smaller version of the ice meteor thing. I'm gonna show how to do chaos physics, chaos destruction, and how to spawn it with PCG and how to modify it and use it. It won't be the full thing. I think I'll give people the option if they're really interested to like the video to get, you know, the full thing if you're interested, or like and comment. I'll do that probably. But I'll show part of it, which is going to be spawning of the destruction and then having it, you know, work. So we just, you know, walk into it and get it destroyed, and it'll spawn it. I can spawn in a circle, all that good stuff. Circle-ish. It won't be a perfect circle. It'll be good enough. But yeah, that is gonna do it for tonight. Thank you guys for joining me. Hope you enjoyed. If you haven't yet, go check out the new devlog. Give it a like. What do you mean what happened? You pixelated my camera. I know what happened. Have a good night, guys. Take care. Bye bye.